watching previous episodes, by now you should have changed your power steering rack and installed a subwoofer. This episode we're going to be installing a GPS tracker. See that? Now these trackers are quite good. They're quite reasonable in price now as well. It offers you good protection. Obviously you know exactly where your car is, what it's doing. You can see when people are using your car. So you know, if you've got like kids who might steal your car, I know it's a horrible thing to say, but it does happen, or anyone tries to use your car, you can actually set up what they call geofencing, where if it comes out of a specific area, it goes off, or if it's been anywhere for the last 30 days, can actually track everywhere it's gone. So for that, I think this is a fantastic modification, investment, whatever you want to call it, because they range between £30 and £100, and for that sort of value, I think it's priceless. Because if your car was to get stolen, God forbid, or go missing or anything like that, you know, you've got a little bit of backup there, which cost you virtually nothing, you know. But yeah, so this is what we're going to do. This episode we're going to install it. When you buy these, they come with 2 power supplies. Sorry, I'm just looking away. It comes with your cigarette lighter. I guess if you just want to have it laying around, I mean, I wouldn't be interested in that. Maybe it's for other purposes as well, but for me, that's no good to me. But what we're going to be doing, we're going to be what we call hard wiring it into the car. So we're going to find a live, and we're going to put a ground somewhere, and we're going to wire it into the car. Now to run these, you will need a SIM card, just a normal SIM card, whatever your service provider is. In England we call it pay-as-you-go. I'm not sure what you call it anywhere else, but we call it pay-as-you-go. So you just top up the card, and then it's got credit on it, and you can use it. Now it works by you calling the phone, and it replies back to you with a message and coordinates of where it is. And most people have got smartphones these days, so what you would do is you tap it, and it comes up with Google Maps, and it tells you exactly where it was. It tells you the speed it's going. It tells you all that good stuff. Now this is quite a cheap one. This is quite a basic model tracker, but they do have more sophisticated ones which can actually turn off your car and make it stop wherever it is from the phone. But this one is just a very simple one. Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you going? So yeah, so this is our one. So you can have a look elsewhere and see what different ones there are. Obviously the other ones are a little bit more complicated to install and stuff, but this one, as you can see, is 2 wires, and we have to find a secret location to put it. I think it's valuable for anyone, if I'm being honest, you know. It's little, and you can use it. So let's get to installing it. We're going to connect the power cables to the back of the stereo. Not the stereo itself, the feed that comes into the stereo. There's a live battery wire that comes into the stereo. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect it to that live. Not the ignition one, the permanent live, the one that's on all the time. We're going to connect it to that live, and then we're going to use that power, use it to power this. Now it's important for these trackers to be facing with their transmitter side up, which is that side, I've been told. That side facing up, because the GPS likes to see the sky. So let's start by removing the the glove compartment. As I said before, we're going to be moving the glove compartment. I've done this quite a few times in these videos, so it's just about removing the screws in the places that you've seen before and dragging out the dashboard. Make sure to get that little bottom clip in the corner, bottom right corner. Pull out the stereo. This was loose from the previous installation when we did the subwoofer. Once you whip that out, it's onto the GPS. Now to prepare the tracker, you're going to have to open it up, because you've got to install the SIM card, because this is much like a mobile phone. So once you've opened it up, it should be this side, and you will see the SIM card located there. Usual stuff, pull it down, it locks when you pull it down, and just click back up to lock in the SIM card. Now make sure your phone's got credit and it's activated before you do this, or else you have to undo it all again. So make sure you test it and check it once you've got it to this level. Put the back on carefully, make sure you don't clip any wires in there or anything that's Gonna stop it from working, because you've got to remember, once this is away, you don't want to be getting it back out. This is 4 screws either end, and you're done. Okay, let me explain what we're gonna do now. We've removed the glove box, and inside the glove box, I have found a nice little spot. Okay, that's the heater resistor there, as you can see. And then as you go just above the heater resistor, there's a nice flat surface just here. Just here, there's a nice flat surface. It's part of the heating vent. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our tracker just above here. See that? You just about see it. So we're going to stick our tracker just above there, and we're going to go around the back and come through here and pick up the wiring off the main live, which is the red here, and it is the red and white here. Now look, can you see that red and white wire there? That is the main live, the constant live. That's on all the time. Now that is what's going to feed our tracker unit up there. So what will happen is, what you would do is you would tap into this main live some sort of way, this red and white main live here. You would tap into that main live, but just for what we're doing at the moment, I'm going to plug it into here. I'm going to pick it up here. Now it's not 100% the correct way, but just for this purpose I'm doing that. If I was doing this properly and a proper covert install, I would pick this wire up further back or find another live that was suitable. And as you can see, there's a wiring loom here, so pretty much this red and white one is probably the same. I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm just saying that you could probably pick up another live. But for what we're going to do, this is going to be suffice. I'm going to pick it up from here, wire it up to the tracker, which is up there, and we're going to stick this down with some double-sided tape, some sticky back plastic. So we'll put sticky back plastic on the back of it, maybe a bit more. Maybe we do this instead. Double-sided tape, stick it on, slide it up there, hold it down, make sure it's nice and secure up there, and then hook up into the main live and feed the tracker. I hope that makes sense. Disconnect the battery before working with the live electrics. Strip your power cables so you can prepare it for connection to your live feed. Now the wiring this was quite thin in the one I got, so make sure you strip it quite well so you can double up and get a good connection. Once you've stripped it back, try and feed it through into the stereo compartment where it's going to go, or wherever you're going to connect your live from. But since I was doing it from the stereo connector, this is where we went to. Connect your tracker wire to your chosen live. Make sure you get a good connection here, because once again you don't want to have to be coming back to anything you haven't done properly. Once you're happy with your joint, tape it up with some good insulating tape, because you want to keep it nice and secure, and it will also take a little bit of stress off the actual wire itself if it gets tugged. Once you're happy and you've tied it all up, start pushing it back into its place so you can prepare it for full installation of the stereo itself as well. So start to tuck the wires away. Here you can see I found a live, I screwed directly to the car. And now I'm just slipping the tracker into the position that we showed you earlier. We've got our power, and we've got our tracker. See it located up there? Could probably go back a little further, to be honest, but that is suffice. That is brilliant. So you can see it's tucked just above this, the heater panel, the heater thingy. So now, next is just to plug it in and check that everything's working. Once you're happy that everything's okay, now's the time to tuck your wires away. Attach it to loom, hook it up somewhere tidy so it doesn't get pinched. Reinstall the stereo, make sure everything's working, you haven't taken off anything that's not supposed to. And then fit back up the glove compartment. Now it's the usual 6 screws or 7 screws around the edges. I'll just cut this short because you know what's happening. Once you're happy, you're done. Time to test it now. So the way this works is that we call the tracker and it texts us back with all the information, all the coordinates of where it's located. So if you could look there, you could see it says BMACVAGS tracker. Can you see that? Can't see that, can you? There you go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it and then I'll hang up. And it should text me back the information of where it is. So here we go. Calling it. You hear that? Okay, so we hang up and it should send me a text in the next 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 5 seconds or however long it takes. Don't embarrass me. Come on. There you go. Now that's the text back with all the coordinates. So let's see what it says. Okay, cool. So now the tracker has come back with that information. So what you do now is you press open URL. It's asking me to use Google Maps. I want to use Google Maps. Just once. And there you go. It says I'm at Linsdown Road Avenue and the Dr. I don't know what the Dr is. But Linsdown Avenue and the Dr, yeah? So now if we look over there, we can see that that says the drive. And if we look over, that's where you, there you go. There, it says Linsdown Avenue. So you can see that it is super accurate because I am actually at the point. That's the only place where you can see both of those roads. So that is amazing to me, if I'm being honest. I think that's excellent. Once again, to put it on was easy. I'll give that an easy. I'll give that like a 2, a 1 or a 2. You only really need 2 tools, I think. Wire strippers and your Torx screwdrivers and some tape. You could do some tape. And some tape. You don't need to worry about the battery consumption on this. It uses up 80 milliamps. So let me see how that works out. It could last, if your battery is approximately on these cars about 200 amps approximately. Based on that kind of approximation, with nothing else being added to it, no other power draws on it, it would last about 3 months before your battery goes flat. And in most cases, you know if your car's been stolen or if something's gone a long time before 3 months. So in terms of worrying about it drawing and draining your battery, it's not a worry. The draw is so low, the standby draw is so low that you won't have to worry about that. So yeah, that's it. I think it's excellent value for money. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you put one on. Oh yeah, if you want to know where to get one, go to my website. It'll be under accessories and car tracker. I'll be uploading it. I'll make sure it's all there for you before I put this video up. So yeah, hope that helps. Comment, rate, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.